This video is for distributive property. We use the distributive property when a number or a variable is written out in front of the parentheses. And if there is a number or a variable, it must be multiplied by every piece inside. Also, if there is no number or variable written out front, then there is a 1, or if it's a minus, it would be a -1. So we're going to apply all of these different features in the next examples. The first example, we have a -2 out front. So we are going to distribute through my -2. I'm going to show you a few different strategies. The first one is going to be arrows. So I'm going to multiply the -2 by x and the -2 by -3. In doing so, I distributed the -2 through the parentheses, giving me -2x and +6. Over here, we notice that there's one set of parentheses, so we are distributing one number. In this case, it's a constant. So we would be distributing the 5. Okay, so we're going to take this 5 and we are going to draw arrows to everything that gets multiplied by 5. The first thing is the x, so we're going to distribute the 5 to x, giving me 5x. And then we distribute to the -4, giving me -20. And then I just rewrite the rest of the terms. And I go back to yesterday's lesson and I add like terms. Okay, so next strategy I'm going to use is underlining. So I'm going to underline the things that are alike. And in this case, we have 5x and 2x, giving me 7x. And then I'm going to double underline the constants. And we have -20 and -3, giving me -23. Okay, we're going to get a little bit deeper, adding a little bit more challenging problems. In this first one, we will be distributing not the 3, but we're going to be distributing the +2. I'm sorry. So this is what's going to get distributed. So we're going to distribute the 2 to the x and the 2 to the -5. In doing so, we just bring the 3 down. After I distributed the 2, I get 2x minus 10. And now is where I add like terms. There is nothing to add with my 2x, so I'm just going to have one line underneath the 2x, bringing it down here by itself. And then we have 2 terms that are alike, and they're both constants. So we're going to add the 3 with the -10, giving me -7. Okay, this next one is what I referenced at the beginning. You have no number out front, but you do have an operation. So in this case, we have a negative sign, but there's an understood 1 right here. So I'm going to go ahead and add it in. If that helps you, go ahead and do that every time so you know that you indeed have to distribute that -1 through. So then using order of operations, the first lesson, we will bring down the 2 because the most important thing is clearing that parenthesis. So we're going to distribute this -1 to the x, giving me -1x. And then we're going to distribute the -1 to the 5, giving me -5. For the next problem, we will be distributing the 4. So I'm going to draw arrows to the x, giving me 4x. And then 4 to 1, giving me 4. And then I write down the -5. Adding like terms, I don't have any other x's, so I am just going to add the constant. So I bring down the 4x, and then 4 minus 5 would give me -1. Okay, finally, we have another example where you have a negative sign in front of the parentheses. The negative sign is there because there is indeed a -1. So we're going to put the -1 there. And then we bring down the 3 because order of operations says that we have to clear that parentheses before we do anything. So we're going to distribute the -1, giving me -1x and negative 1 times negative 9 is going to give me positive 9. Okay, and then finally, we're going to add like terms. We got a 3 and a 9. That will give me negative 1x plus 12. Okay,